Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Dyosa Channel. I am Torrado, an energy healer, tarot reader, and facilitator of Dali Movement. And the Dyosa Channel is really all about, featuring spiritual healers, guides, teachers, mentors. They're doing different healing modalities. And for today is a very, very special guest, Miss Reverend Lillian Aisa Hewlett. So, hello, Miss Aisa. Kamusta po kayo?
Hello. Mabuti naman. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Yeah. Oh my God. I've met you po just during the pandemic. I remember there was a Reiki National Conference, and I really love that it's happening, and it's happening every year. I've also had my Reiki 1 under Miss Sarah Salcedo, Reiki 2 with Jami Najani, Reiki 3 with someone who is from Baguio, that have become my friend and also my mentor. But just when we talk about Reiki in the Philippines, you were the first names to come up, and also just you having the drive and the stamina to keep doing a conference every year. Like, tell us more about how you started with your Reiki journey, and this Reiki conference that happens every year, especially for people who are watching and they've always been interested with Reiki and want to know more about it.
Mhm. Okay, so I started to become a healer when I was 12, no? And after that, I'm just laying my hands before. And then maybe when I was like 26 or 28, I was really thinking, I don't want to be called albularyo. I have nothing against albularyo, but I don't want to see myself like being called an albularyo, and I can imagine myself like people falling in line, and that's how the albularyo heals. So I asked God, God, can you please give me a name of what I do? And that's when I stumbled in the word Reiki in my ecofeminism group. So I said to God, God, if there's anyone who's teaching Reiki, please pave the way. And that's how it all began in 2004. I saw a teacher, and during that time, I was really like, adamant to really study. Is like, what? I need to pay. I have done everything, and I seem to know everything. So why we need that? Do I need to pay too much? No. And then I said to God, God, if you really want me to be a Reiki practitioner, please pave the way to answer all my questions. And then that same teacher, who has already become my teacher, Master Joby Lezano, called me and told me that would you ask me and would you like to be uh, studying under a scholarship? So that one, God has already answered me. But you need just to send us a client, 10 clients who will pay us 500 pesos. So it's almost like the same fair energy exchange for the class. So I did, and that's how it all started. I thought I knew everything, but it humbled me. It humbled me as a healer on my own, just talking to God to do the healing, but Reiki is really different. When it comes to the Reiki conference, it has always been a dream of many Reiki practitioners. And when somebody tells me, wow, it was a success, remember this is your dream, I will ask myself, is this really all my own dream? Because what I know when we started to hold the conference was it was the dream of many Reiki practitioners to gather together and to have Reiki be presented to the public, to general public, and have it recognized by the governing bodies here in the Philippines. So I see myself as a servant. So when somebody asks for that, let's gather, let's do this. So I will do the things that the Reiki practitioners want to do or to have. So I am only following what the group wants. No, and I'm here to serve. Even I'm a teacher, I serve everyone. I mean, even the students. So We started in 2018, um, sponsored or initiated by the Reiki Wellness Manila, which used to be the RUA Institute of Inner Knowledge. And yeah, in 2018, we just want to gather, heal ourselves, and heal the world or heal the community with the aim of gathering all the experiences of Reiki practitioners here in the Philippines to come together as one, regardless of your teacher's lineage. We focus on the oneness rather than the differences. And then from 2018 to 2008, 19, 2020, we survived the pandemic, and then now is really the biggest number of the, although there was a bigger one in when we were online, but this is really a bigger in person. So we have gathered a lot of experiences already of the Reiki practitioners, and in that 5 conferences we can really see the group experience of the Filipinos in healing using the modality of Reiki. So it was really the dream, no? I am just living with the dream of all Reiki practitioners.
Wow, that is so beautiful. And I love what you said, like even in the beginning of just being able to ask God and ask God for answers. And at the same time, that you're a servant, and also that you just listen and respond to what the Reiki practitioners in the group in the Philippines are asking for or wanting. And I could also really sense the more that we're doing things like this, we are looking for friends and for peers, a community that would give you support, morally, spiritually, emotionally. So it's so beautiful what you've been doing. I want to ask, is being a Reiki practitioner something that you do full time for many years now? When you decided to do it, did you jump head on to do it full time, or did you have to keep a corporate job or do other things? Yeah, and what would you advise those that are feeling called to get into a Reiki practice or even share it with others, like how to start
Mhm.
that journey, and yeah, what are nuggets of wisdom that you have?
Yeah. Thank you for the questions. First, I haven't dreamed of any work that do not serve God. No, it was really my dream since I was young. I was always telling myself everything that I do is all about serving God. So that's why I ended up with a religious institution in working my work and non-government organizations, non-profit for my work. So I was still working with an NGO, an acupuncture clinic, when I became a Reiki practitioner. And yeah, I really seen that this is really my path. So in every step that I do with Reiki, I ask God. Even the time when I was already going to be a Reiki master teacher, I asked God and I said, God, if I am already ready to become a teacher, can you please send me my teacher this November and December? And can you please do something about the fee? Because the fee was really very, very high. And I told myself, if I'm going to pay that way, I need to charge also that way. So that means some people who are have a lower income cannot really be a Reiki master because I will charge also the way how I was taught. And so November and December I met a couple, and the couple I healed the mom, the mother of one of the couple, and they said, you look so very serious in what you do, very committed, very precise in what you do. Would you like to be a Reiki teacher? And I said, yes.
So a couple invited you to teach
A couple
you to heal
invited
their
me.
mom,
Yes.
and wow.
Yes. A couple invited me, and they asked me to heal their mom.
Mm.
And then I said to and then they asked me, "Would you like to be a Reiki teacher because your work
Mm,
is so precise or seem to be
mm,
very committed?" And I
mm.
said, "Yes, I would love to, but
Yeah.
I'm still praying and I'm asking God." And he said, "You know what? We are a Reiki master and we're so old to teach. We came from London, and when we came here, the Reiki is not accepted here, and um, we don't think we can really teach."
Mm.
So I said to them, "Yes, I would love to be a Reiki teacher." And they said, "Would you like us to attune you? And in return, you're just going to heal our mom."
Wow, so
That's how
beautiful.
I become a Reiki
Yes.
teacher. And they
Yeah.
said, "Wait, can you just attune mo in January so that I will be a 3-year Reiki practitioner before I become a Reiki
Yeah.
teacher?"
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
met them in November. That's how I asked God.
Amazing.
And then in 2017, that was 2017, I already started to teach and I was still employed. So I was
Mm,
like crazy, not really having enough sleep, no, going to work from 8 to 5. And
mm,
then I said to God, I am already going to resign
mm.
to my work and to devote myself to this Reiki teaching and Reiki healing.
Yeah.
But God, can you please fill up my schedule? Because if
Yeah.
you're not going to fill up
Yeah.
my schedule,
Yeah.
I will be
I
nothing.
really love that it feels like divining, being in
Yeah.
connection with the divine is your life practice. Like it's not
Mm,
something that's just within a session that you do or that you facilitate, but rather you really embody it and you live it and with your big major decisions, you are always in connection and in communication with God. So my next curious question is, how would you differentiate religion from spirituality? And if someone is, let's say, love their religion, but then they want to try out Reiki and they feel iffy about it because it feels like they're betraying their religion, like how do you explain this? And would you say that you're doing your Reiki from a secular standpoint or anything like that?
mhm. Okay, so religion is organized because it is our pathway to know God. And each religion will have their own charism. So each one of us will really be attracted to the religion that we really need, you know, based on our soul evolution. So religion is an institution where there is really a level of leadership that will really teach people how to be closer to God. But the real religion leads you to spirituality, and spirituality is your personal connection to God. So when it comes to personal connection to God, whatever dogma that the human being has imposed on you will really be challenged because our connection to God is really very personal. So once you have learned how to connect to God, then you will see God beyond religion. So the religions are only the doors. But when you enter the door, you will see it's an open, wide space where God is, and it is beyond the religion. In my
Mm,
practice, I am an ordained interfaith minister from the International Metaphysical Ministry. I studied under this because I really would like to be a teacher beyond religion. And here in our practice in the Philippines, we have created or developed the Christian Reiki. So there is really a Christian Reiki. I'm very Catholic. I go to church, I do the sacraments, I do everything. I pray the rosary, I know all the saints, I have read the Bible. When I was 12 years old, I have read the New Testament. No, so it's really like I grew up with it. And I love being a Catholic. But I have to see the teaching of the Catholic beyond the human tenets, which means I have to really have um, an eye. to see what is made by man and why did they do that? What is really universal teaching? So I have to discern what is the man-made in the institution because they really need to protect the institution, and what is the teaching that is really universal.
Mm.
And that's how the Christian Reiki is really created, to really unify the practice of your religion as a Christian, because Católico, if that's a name, Católico means universal, and Christ is himself is universal. So if we really look into the teaching of Reiki, the teaching of the spiritual teachings of other spiritual practices, they were all one. I remember when I was 12 years old, I wrote to my sister and I saw that letter maybe 4 years ago in the things that we had in our old home. And you know, when I was 12, I wrote to my sister telling her, Ate, I have a discovery. I discovered that all religions are one. So it is
Oh,
already in my mind when I
wow.
was
Wow.
12
So
because
much
I was really
wisdom.
a
Yeah.
reader, no,
Yeah,
reader of
yeah,
all religion.
yeah. And
So
I also believe in that, because it makes it more universal, it makes it more inclusive and accessible. And it's like it feels more like embodied kindness and compassion and wanting to understand. Um, even those who, have a different upbringing or have a different religion or have a different institution that they subscribe to, in terms of opening that door to that wide open space. I mean, I've never had anyone explain religion and spirituality in such a very articulate and eloquent way that you just have. So thank you so much, Isa.
oh,
um is there any upcoming event that you have? What are your sessions? Do you have retreats? How can we find you? Feel free to invite our Josa Channel audience to the things that are upcoming.
yes. So I will be having a Reiki level 1, a Reiki first degree certification class this coming uh August 26th. That's Saturday, 1 to 7 p.m. And the continuation will be on September 2. It's the same time, 1 to 7 p.m. That's for the August. And there are other classes that's going to be on September. It's all about Reiki, but you can all see all my classes in that one, cosmichealer.net. Yeah.
Thank
And
you
that's
so
also
so
where you
much.
can also see all
Yeah,
my work. Especially
yeah.
this cosmic design is one of the things that I really create to really help people.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so cosmichealer.net. Everyone, don't forget to check it out. Thank you so much, Reverend Aisa Hewlett. Maraming salamat po for your generosity of time and energy. And God bless you. Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you very
much.
much.